Good evening, thirsty thoughts. Roseonice here. I wanted to discuss my kpop pet peeves today. I know most of these are probably discussed, but since I have a platform to speak on, I wanted to make this video because these things irks me a lot. It's gotten so annoying at this point. The fan sites whitened the idol's whole face to the point where they loom like ghosts. This is obviously because of the toxic beauty standards, but we have to bring up the conversation that what we see is always edited. It's also sad how so many idols use whitening ashy ghost filter while taking their selfies or photos. We can't necessarily blame the idols because people on the internet are mean, and if they had an option to avoid a huge part of potential hate from toxic people, why wouldn't they take that opportunity? Can we also fire the makeup artists for making them look like Queen Victoria? Matching foundation to your skin color? We don't know her. The normalization of content on size and weight of K-pop idols is alarming. We see so many videos about the weight variation of female K-pop idols, especially. The reference of female K-pop idols in unhealthy thinspo is honestly sad, and I don't know if some fans realize how complaining about toxic beauty standards and also consuming this type of content is contradicting. There are posts that make very less effort posts of idols with their height and weight specified. This feeds into the toxic focus on content related to idols' weight, and not in a necessarily good way. I've started feeling a bit iffy about songs that have a very generic message about being confident and accepting yourself with no personal touch or lyrical depth. I know it's meant to make the listeners feel empowered, but I personally can't ignore the blatant hypocrisy, mainly because of how oversaturated the industry is. It contradicts its own message. With regard to songs about accepting and loving yourself, it depends on execution. For example, BTS and Hwasa have made songs about loving and accepting yourself. The message and lyrical depth in their songs are more personal and more authentic, compared to songs that deliver only a very vague message of saying, hey, be yourself, in a very manufactured industry where it's all about upholding a persona and image. Which brings me to my next point. It's frustrating when male idols drink and swear and no one says anything, but when female idols aren't allowed to swear or even drink on camera properly. When Jennie had to delete her saying a swear word on her Instagram story. Girlie is an adult, she isn't a kid, but she was made to remove it. This was so infuriating. Also when Jennie said crap and was embarrassed like she did something wrong.
forever. BP 블링크.
BP 2주년은 써야지.
BP 블링크.
어떻게?
2주년.
아니 이거 할 수 있어요. 이거 잠깐만.
우리의 2주년. 우리 진짜.
Why are female idols put through this BS? It's sad, and they don't deserve to suppress themselves to present themselves as innocent and pure. Another example has to be JYP's hypocrisy. I hate JYP and the company sometimes, and it's especially annoying when Homeboy makes songs like these. And says he doesn't like his female idols drinking, swearing or dating, like he owns their life. This is so fucking creepy. Female idols are not fucking children. It pisses me off to see the double standards for women and men in K-pop. I said it. I never noticed it, but fans laugh at literally any little thing an idol does. I've seen people bawl at something an idol does or say that is not funny in the slightest way. It always amused me, but I have a feeling that the way we perceive idols as a whole is to do with this, but that is a huge discussion that I don't want to get into now. Commenting on an idol's face or appearance is so disheartening to see, because don't you have any other job to do? Stans complain about beauty standards but proceed to make discussions about which group has a visual whole. Shouldn't we accept idols as they are and focus on how we enjoy watching or listening to them instead of contradicting yourself and focusing so much on their body and face? I swear to God, the way K-pop stans comment on the little things about an idol's body makes me develop insecurities I never knew I had. A lot of people either don't mind a lot of autotune or like the autotune as a style in the songs, but I really dislike it personally. I am an ARMY, but I really couldn't listen to their new album because of the amount of autotune in the songs. Dynamite wasn't my style of song either way, and the auto-tune didn't help either. Another example is Black Swan. That song was a musical and lyrical masterpiece, and I will forever get on my knees for that song. The only thing I disliked was the auto-tune. Again, I know it was supposed to be a stylistic choice, but the combination of very processed and overly auto-tuned vocals with the beautiful guitar instrumental really feels off. However, Black Swan is still superior. I might add that I do enjoy few songs that have evident auto-tune, like Bon Bon Chocolate by Everglow. This is just my opinion and preference. I mentioned this in my unpopular opinions video, but we all know how fine-tuned the fourth get groups have become as a whole. We used to see live vocals from second get, and even though they weren't perfect, it was alright because that's how singing is when dancing. The real struggle and the falters you hear while they sing while dancing was pleasant and real. I could connect to the performance more. But now all I see is pre-recorded vocals or the loudest fucking backing track I've ever heard, lol. I know that idols do sing live sometimes, but in those cases the stupid companies flush it all out in the name of a backing track. But some performances are fully lip-synced or pre-recorded, and those irk me the most. This is one of my biggest pet peeves, because what's the point if you can't hear the idol's live vocals? Anyway, that's the end of the video, guys. I just really wanted to talk about these regardless of it being popular or not. Rest well, thoughts.
No love letters, no X and no love, never my exes, no diamond rings, no set in stone.